Greetings, this is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do a video for the cardinal signs. So the bonuses that I'm going to do are going to be split as such between cardinal, mutable, and fixed. So for the signs of Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries, we're going to do a video for cardinals to see what energies we have. One thing that I've noticed is as individual signs, we can experience a lot of the same things collectively. We can also experience a lot by whether we're fixed, cardinal, mutable, and that family that's there, as well as the elementals, as far as just all air signs, all fire, all earth, all water. So we're going to see what we've got for cardinal. Spirit, you know, when I was deciding which to do first, cardinal came to mind, and I was already, before I decided to do this, going to do a Libra video. Yeah, he just literally popped up behind the chair. Hello. I don't know what he's doing, but he might make an appearance. For those of y'all who know, that's my boy Lumi. But we're going to start off with tarot of the Orisha and get into some oracle after that. It's too many cards. Just scratched the shit out of my back. Okay. I was trying to get up to the top. Come here, Lumi. Come here. Come here. Nah, he's like, fuck it. He's a big boy. He's like, I'm not trying that again. Hope everyone is doing well and is healthy, keeping the vibrations and the spirits high. If you guys do want to connect on social media, I have my IG tags down below that you can follow in the description box. And, and also, to book a personal reading, that information is in the description box below as well. I'd love to also see your comments of resonance. Let's get into the cardinal signs. So the first card that we have out for you in Tarot of the Orisha is Yemaya, or Yemoja, or Yemaya, however you choose to pronounce it. Now, in these series, I'm not going to really get into the guts of what the cards are. That you can research on your own. I want to just go ahead and get straight to the messages. But the first thing I see here, especially tied with here, the Six of Fire, is that you are birthing new conditions. But it makes me think of like the Joe Cocker song, With a Little Help from My Friends, you know? So it's kind of like you've got a lot of support, maybe now more than ever, or just maybe more than you're realizing. You've got a lot of support, and believe it or not, a lot of people do want to see you do well. Yeah, I'm not too sure, again, if that's being carried out in a way to which you can see it appropriately, but there are a lot of people that want to see you do well or in your corner. And speaking of not being able to see it, one thing about this Yemaya card that I always notice is that she is blindfolded by her pearls there, her pearls of the sea, but she can still see. She's looking in the mirror, checking herself out, making sure she's all good. And this is a time to use your intuition to really assess who's in your corner and who's not, because looks may be deceiving in a good way and a bad way, right? So just stay optimistic in your life now. And if you're someone who's been doing a lot on your own, continue to do that, but know that you always have love and you always have support. Many of y'all have just had a big victory over something, whether it's been forgetting about someone whose energy you wanted to flush out, maybe a toxic relationship, getting a lot of bad friends for you too. Many of you have been clearing a way for a lot of that, and that's good. I would just say don't feel too bad about it. Don't think about it too much as far as, did I make the right decision? Was I too harsh on them? could I have been more tactful? You did everything that you had to do, and I also see that it's about time that you do take a stand. Understand that like the actions you take when you take a stand, it's usually in good faith. You have to trust yourself here. I don't see that you would have done anything that you have as far as separation for somebody, or even telling someone off if there was no reason to do so. So stand in your power, stand in your energy, and know that, again, the decisions that you have made are being supported by the universe and by the people around you. I have messages for you. I love you is what I'm getting. There's a particular person in your life right now that you might think feels the exact opposite, that they hate you, that they disdain you, that could really give two shits if you're breathing or not. And I'm just gonna keep it real, because these are real feelings that we all have, you know? And maybe it'll come out in the cards a little bit more on why this person is carrying off that distancing, semi-fuck you energy, right? But it's not the case at all. Again, looks are very, very deceiving. You're gonna have to, like, as you're moving forward, you're gonna really have to pay attention to what's going on around you to see things for who they are, because it's also time for you to come out of hiding, come out of your shell, come out of the hole. If you've been in a recluse nature a lot, and as you do that, especially when you take all that time away, when you come back into something, you really have to learn it and see what's going on. It's kind of like for this quarantine, many people who, like, I know, for example, like one of my friend's moms has not been out of the house in 5 months. When she gets out of the house, she's gonna have to readjust to light. You know what I mean? She's going to, like the sunlight, she's gonna have to kind of get back in the rhythm of what it feels like to communicate with people and share that vibrational energy that, you know, we all saw as just normalcy back then. And this is the same thing you're gonna have to do. It's like you're coming out with fresh eyes and new eyes, and yeah, it's just gonna be very important that you see things for what they are. Two there in reverse, Zapana Shapana, and the Ace of Earth. The only way you could have had the opportunities that are before you is by letting someone you deeply loved and cared about go. It sucks that communication went awry, but this is really to promote your healing. It's not so much about the loss as it is, it's about the healing. And if you've been going through a period of feeling like you've been losing a lot of people in your life, or people don't really stick around as much, you know, it's really going to be about your healing. And that's the biggest message, especially if you've been doing things the same way. You want to get presented with the same test until you get it right. But it's the only thing that's allowing you to create stable grounding for yourself, especially if you're someone who has been more prone to looking for external validations, right? I want to give my condolences if anybody has passed away. It's one thing that I see from this cutoff in communication with, you know, the energy of the medicine woman here, Zapana Shapana. Due to corona, due to old age, due to whatever it is, you know. But the thing is, on the other side, they're going to be able to do more for you than they were ever able to do for you here. There's a freeing element and, you know, more coming into their full powers when they're not in the confinements and restrictions of the flesh. So this person does want you to know that they will assist as one of your guides, and that they are actually help pushing this forward movement that you are making right now, assisting you in your healing, helping you keep your money up and be resilient through, like, if you have a steady job, that's great, but for those who don't, like, being resilient and keeping money coming in and paying your bills and taking care of your children and staying healthy and staying calm through times where, hey, a lot of people are freaking the fuck out. Yes, do we have anything coming in as far as love for my cardinal signs? By the way, This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, which is how I read. So if you have any of the cardinal signs, again, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, oh my God, Cancer. I got a lot going on right now, so I'm just referring to my notes here, but this has a lot of the female, this is a love oracle here that has a lot of the feminine deities, actually all feminine deities that are expressed throughout a variety of cultures, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and pull from the top, but what I did see at the bottom of the deck is one of the Orisha. So we're back with Yemoja energy. Like I said, you can pronounce it, I don't know if you can see it, Yemoja, Yemanya, or Yemaya. And we see the other pronunciation here, the goddess of all that flows. I am the ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. And that is going to be paired with Kuan Yin, compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. So let me go ahead, take these two, pull one for love coming in here, and then we've got the 10 of air. I feel as though, you know, there's a lot of burdens you have to release to get a connection to finally move forward. It's gonna take forgiveness on your part and really being what you want to attract. If you want someone who's gonna be unconditionally loving, if you want to, whether you have them in your life or not, if you want someone that's gonna be unconditionally loving, if you want someone who you can grow with, who is emotionally mature and stable, and someone who's able to not just carry these energies, but continuously create, you know, that higher vibration of the energy, it's something that you're going to have to embody. But I'm telling you, if you're feeling for a past person, let them the fuck go. This is about moving on. If you're still connected to a past person, being compassionate and healing from these issues so you can attract something that is healthy and not karmic anymore at this point. Or if you have someone around, there's definitely a situation where you are in disagreements, where you are not in communication, but you know, it's like two people that definitely have their heart chakras blocked off. So it's also about you being the bigger person. And this could also be this exact energy of the person who seems so closed off and so shut off, and like they don't want shit to do with you, and like you're just like, what happened? You might not be in the know of a lot, but the thing is, if you just carry yourself with enough compassion, forgiveness, love, just good energy, like, you know, you're not worrying about the negativity, then I think you'll be fine, and you'll be the one who's able to help them open up the channels. Even if, again, you did nothing wrong, let's say they did, whatever, this is your journey, this is about you, and I think you can heal this situation if you take the first steps and make the first move in this. I would definitely say for some of you, like the witchies, if you like to make concoctions, if you love using herbs, definitely get some burdock root to help remove any negative energies that are surrounding the situation and create prosperity. Also, if you have the stone of hematite, I would meditate with that as well. I wouldn't make any elixirs or anything with it. Just sit with skin on skin contact, because that's the best way to really absorb and take it in. With the root chakra, the sacral chakra, you know, definitely you want to do it within like the first couple of chakras, since it is also very much a grounding stone. I would say it's not as versatile as something like chalcopyrite or golden healer, whereas it can be used unilaterally for all the chakras. Like, you want to use the grounding stones and crystals in the areas naturally of the beginning, where it's closer to the ground. That is what I have for you, cardinal signs. I love you very much. We're going to leave off with a Moonology card to just put the icing on the cake here. I like the combination of cards that I used today. I got one here. And honestly, I'm going to give you all of these messages because, especially since there'll be a difference in resonance for people, you know, these are things that all of you might need to hear. The first card is of the supermoon. Emotions are running high. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Like I said, you know, you can see how emotions have been running high through this point, that you're trying to make sense of things all the while. Being the bigger person, looking at the bigger picture kind of gives the, like the same message as far as what you can do to bring balance to these situations. Nothing is yet set in stone. So again, be expecting for things to change and turn around and realize that things aren't always as they seem. More will come to light. Then we have the new moon and full moon, both in Pisces, okay? Meditate and contemplate, and then we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I hope those messages help you. If you need to rewatch this reading to kind of absorb everything that was brought to the table, go ahead and do that. Again, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section to let me know what you think. Let's connect. Until next time, my cardinal signs.